What's going on, everybody? It's no doubt that Bend is absolutely blowing up and people are moving here every single day. But in today's video, I'm going to talk about 12 things you should know and consider before starting to move here. So stay tuned, you're going to want to watch this video. My name is Brett Williams. I'm a realtor with the Real Agent Now Group serving Portland and Bend. And every day we are helping people move all across the state, and there's nothing we love more. So if you have any thoughts about moving to Bend, please make sure to call me, text me, email me. It literally does not matter, and you can rely on us because we got your back when moving to Oregon. All right, guys, so we're gonna immediately jump into the top 12 things you should know about Bend before moving here. So let's do this. So coming in at number 12, let's talk about seasons. Chances are, if you're moving to Bend or you love Bend in general, you're probably really big into nature and the outdoors, and I've got really good news for you. Bend is actually one of those rare places that has all 4 seasons, and it's something that offers different advantages for everyone. For me personally, I have different activities that I like doing in every one, whether it's fly fishing, mountain biking, snowboarding. There's literally tons of different things, and each season offers new activities for you. So that's something I really love, and that's number 12. Coming in at number 11, we're gonna talk about the lifestyle. So in Bend, there's always a joke talking about the Oregon speed lifestyle that it offers. And it's truly something that comes from that West Coast persona of just taking life slow, one step at a time, and waiting your turn in line. And for me, that's personally something I really love. I grew up in Portland, which is a pretty big city. There's a ton of traffic that's kind of building up now. And people will cut you off and stuff. And Bend's the complete opposite. It's slow, it's small, everyone's super friendly. And you really get used to it if you are coming from a big city. So it's a huge plus, in my opinion, to just have that laid back mentality of just taking it easy, enjoying day as it comes. Coming in at number 10, we're gonna talk about Bend's food. So I always joke around and say that Bend really takes food culture from Portland. And Portland is one of the hot spots in the entire country when it comes to cuisine, local restaurants, and just different innovative chefs. And Bend really takes that to a next level because we are so small. It's pretty rare to find a city that has 100,000 people in it, but also has cuisine from all over the world and local restaurants that really have emphasis on farm to table and organic ingredients. So for me, it's really tempting. I live on the west side of town near Galveston in Northwest Crossing, and I'm about a few minute drive from some of the best restaurants in town. There's so many options a few minutes away from you, it definitely can get dangerous, and I absolutely love Bend's food culture. One of my favorite mentions on this list is number 9, and that's Bend's entrepreneurial spirit. So as you settle in this community and you meet more people, you're gonna be really surprised at how many business owners you meet. It's actually one of the more motivating and inspiring things to be around, just because a lot of people that move here are creative and they really enjoy starting those businesses. Bend is home to less than 100,000 people, yet it registers more new businesses every year than any other city in Oregon, and it continually ranks nationally as one of the top high-tech employers in the nation. So it is something that's really cool and unique about this little pocket in Central Oregon. Moving on to number 8, get ready to save a lot of money on smaller purchases. Oregon is one of the 5 states in the country that has no sales tax. So it's awesome if you're buying groceries or any type of small gift. That's something I love about Oregon, and it definitely sucks to go to other states that don't have it because you're like, wow, that actually is quite a bit more expensive when you are at that checkout. And it's also a great state to purchase a car in, and that's always a plus if you are into cars or you cycle them out every few years. Moving on down the list, we have number 7, and that is music. Bend, if you're looking for music, just stop your search here. Bend is going to be your nirvana. Everywhere you go and almost every night, different venues, bars, and coffee shops across the city host local bands, national bands. There's so much range as well. I really enjoy going to the jazz nights at the Oxford. Spokamoto, a local coffee shop, also hosts some really cool punk bands. So you have a whole range of music, and it's great for after work. It's on a Tuesday night, you want to go with your girlfriend or your wife or whoever, some of your family. You can just hop in the car, drive a few minutes, and you're gonna be at a local business just enjoying a ton of really cool music with friends and family. So next on the list is number 6, and I wanna talk a little bit about housing. A lot of people think about when moving to Bend that it really only has these ultra luxury neighborhoods that are on golf courses or that are on the Deschutes River, or maybe they have mountain views and it's super expensive. But that's actually super far from the truth, and in reality, Bend has a bunch of different options for housing. There's a lot of new development being built out just because of how many people are moving here. There's a lot of cool neighborhoods that have been around since the start and development of Bend back in the 1880s and early 1900s. And there's everything in between. So you can find your dream property. You just have to know who to talk to and have the right agent. So moving on down, we have number 5, and this will probably be the least surprising thing on this list, and that is the outdoor access. If you are moving here, very good chances are you're super big into the outdoors, like I said before in this video, and it literally has everything you need. Bend is the melting pot for outdoor activities. You can be 5 minutes away from the river, 25 minutes from Mount Bachelor to go snowboarding, mountain biking. There's tons of options for hiking up there as well. There's biking trails, hiking trails, walking trails. There is so much stuff to do, it's hard to even get it on a short video like this. So if you are into the outdoors, just make sure you have all your gear ready to go, because as soon as you get here, you're gonna be on the water, on the trails, ready to fire off. At number 4 on the list, we're gonna talk about the schools. I get a lot of questions about how the schools are here, especially the public ones, and I just wanna say they're actually really, really good. It's pretty unique that Bend has schools actually in neighborhoods on the west side of town. There's a few elementary schools and middle schools that are a few minute walk from your house, and you can literally drop your kid off in the morning and pick them up. You can ride your bike there with them, or you can even walk, and it's actually encouraged. It kind of looks like Sesame Street in terms of like how close everything is, and like it's almost too quaint to be true. But the education and teachers are amazing. I always hear great things every year about them in the reports, and everyone I talk to just loves it overall. And there's also 3 high schools. There's Summit, Mountain View, and Bend High, so you have a lot of options there, and they all have great sports programs for the athletes in your family, or if you're looking for extracurricular activities. The next thing we're going to talk about is number 3, and it's not a shocker as well, but it is the breweries here. Bend is one of the largest selections of microbreweries in the entire country, and there's only a few larger than that, and that's something I really love and everyone that lives here really loves. You're going to be 15 minutes max from every single brewery in the city, and I believe it's around 24 total. And the great thing about these breweries is that it isn't just 21 plus. You can get there with your family, you can bring your dogs, you can bring your kids. Like I was saying earlier, there's tons of music options. So Bend does a really good job of including everyone in the mix, and it's just a really fun time to bring everyone together. Coming in and closing out at number 2, I want to talk about the people. I actually talked about this in a prior video in my pros and cons, and that is on the Living in Portland, Oregon channel. Jackson runs that, so you can check that out in the description if you're interested in hearing the pros and cons. But back to the point, the people here are super amazing, and I've almost touched upon this a little bit too much, but the community is super tight-knit. Everyone's really inclusive. There's tons of business owners, there's tons of individual creative people, and there's tons of different groups you can get a part of, and you'll find your different friend groups super easy. That's what I did. I joined a fly fishing club and a snowboarding club. And if you have any questions on that, I can definitely direct you to some people and groups that I really refer people to and I love myself. And finally, at number 1, if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much. It is the weather. Bend has amazing weather, and in my opinion, the best in the state of Oregon. It's super sunny, there's no rain, and it's awesome for just getting outside and being with friends and family. It's something that I enjoy coming from Portland, where it's rainy a lot. So if you are big into sunshine and having a balance between colder and warmer weather, Bend is your place. And that concludes my list of the top 12 different things you need to know about living in Bend, Oregon. Thank you guys so much for making it through, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. My goal is to bring you all the content I can about Bend, Oregon, as well as the rest of Oregon, including Portland and the Portland metro area. So once again, if you are looking for different properties or planning on moving here, please feel free to reach out to me. All my info is down below. My phone number is right here. So just click on it or just call me and I'll get right back to you. And I've got your back. I'm moving to Bend. So have a good day, and I'll catch you on the next one.